With an actor's reputation on the line, it seems like the world is being let inside closed doors into the lives of the Pirates of the Caribbean star and his ex-wife Amber Heard. The actor seems to be having an upper hand as he scored a major victory in his defamation trial against his ex Amber Heard. A judge in Virginia on Tuesday rejected Heard's request to rule out Depp's libel suit of 2 years. Depp is demanding $50 million from the actress as compensation for an op-ed she wrote in The Washington Post, which was titled, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Depp is in for retribution, and the chief judge at the Fairfax County Penny Ascarati rejected Heard's motion to dismiss the case on various grounds. Amber Heard had cited a court ruling in London which happened 2 years later in 2020, which Johnny had lost. This was to dismiss the US libel suits, and Depp had indeed earlier in the course sued the news group newspapers, the publishers of The Sun, and Dan Wootton, a journalist who works with The Sun, over a 2018 story in which they stated that Depp had been violent toward Heard. They also labeled him a wife beater. The trial was held on a Tuesday. Judge Ascarati said the two cases are different and rejected Amber Heard's motion. This case in particular is very tricky as both of them have a history of drug abuse and violent outbursts, and both of them are just blaming each other. Depp says that he's never been violent with anyone, including his ex-wife Amber Heard, while the psychiatrist appointed by the court says it's mutual abuse. Family matters are always twisted and it's hard to understand. A lot of emotions are involved, and with Depp's career at stake, this might be the only chance for him to rejuvenate himself and claim his reputation back. But will the world ever forget that once a post by The Sun called him a wife beater? Not on this timeline, and the article immortalizing on the internet, it is near impossible. Upholding English libel judgments in the US would create the chilling effect and would create a dangerous precedent. The court is unpersuaded by the defendant's argument. The judge stated his opinion. The case is now set to proceed to a trial next year. Depp last month saw a bit of a shine on his long and bitter divorce against Heard when a judge in NYC partially granted him a petition. The petition was Heard's promise to donate $7 million in the divorce settlement to the American Civil Liberties Union and the Children's Hospital in LA. The $7 million donation came into being when Depp asked for $7 million in settlement and Heard pledged to donate to charity. This divorce is indeed very lengthy and painstaking, and the president of Spain's Association of Female Filmmakers and Audiovisual Media, Cristina Andre, expressed that she was rather surprised by the decision. It doesn't matter if you're an abuser as long as you're a good actor. I'm sure there's a lot of ways it can be misinterpreted, but I'm sure she just meant professional and personal life is something that has to differentiate. But in a career where image and reputation are the main criteria, how can we go about it? Let us know in the comments below. But this case is a disproportionate blend of two careers. With the lawyers and the actors, in these sorts of cases, nothing can be assured as a relationship was mutual abuse. Just like how any other relationship would work, not that it is abusive verbally or mentally, but just some ups and downs, but the intensity of these can increase or decrease on how well they handle it. I guess it is safe to say that both the parties were unhappy with the relationship, and the divorce itself is normal to happen, but with a career on the line, this has stepped up to a whole new level. And according to the court documents, Depp seeks to prove 3 things in the piece that are defamatory. The headline's reference to sexual abuse, Heard described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse, and the one where she mentions institution protect men accused of abuse. This tug-of-war started when Heard filed a $100 million countersuit against Depp in 2020. She alleged that he unlawfully targeted her and defamed her in statements calling her allegations a hoax. At this point, it just seems like they're using the law to defame each other. Rottenborn, Heard's lawyer, argued that the headline wasn't written by her client and the statements cannot be argued as they have a shred of visual evidence which shows Depp being verbally abusive towards Heard. But the article did cause defamation in Depp's career, and he did incur huge losses after the news became widespread, and that is the whole point of the defamation trial. And these sorts of lawsuits where previous lovebirds go against each other is sure to defame anyone in a higher position in the film industry. Both of them will be affected by the lawsuit and the allegations. There is no winner in this trial. Regardless of the jury, the media will blow it out of proportion and make it a headline, jeopardizing their reputation with every secret unfolded. The damage is already done. I would like to know your thoughts on this case. Comment them below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care and stay safe.